It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Could you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in its beauty, what a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. Good morning, D Money. Wow. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Good morning, Mama. How are you? Hey, D Money, we had a good time last night, huh? That was funny as hell. That shit was hilarious. I laughed so hard. Everybody was like, "You timed Foot Soldier out?" Yeah, I did that. Well, that's the way it goes. That's a chain of commands. Take take care of you, take care of them babies, and take care of your job. Me and my daughter's off. She had today off. I don't know why, but she's here, so I'm taking care of the kids. And my grandsons are up in the kitchen. Yes, I did. I had a really good time last night. I haven't laughed in a long time like that, and y'all had me dying. I was dying. I couldn't time you out. I was trying to time you out on the panel, and I couldn't while you're on the panel. It wouldn't let me time you out. It already started off good. We're up and we're breathing, right? Good morning. Good morning, my soldier. How are you doing? How you doing, my love? We were talking about last night. Relax. I'm always laughing anyway. We were talking about last night and how D Money became a snitch for you. Like, I don't get it. I was like, who did that to Pistol? He was like, you did? I was like, what? Like, yo. Look, there he goes siding with you again. Oh, man. Good morning, Puna. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, my daughter just got up. So what's up, people? How you doing today? Yeah, she's been up for a whole 5 minutes. What was I thinking? I'm good. I'm good. Man, I couldn't sleep last night. I was up till like 3:30 in the morning. I looked at the timer. I was like, "What the flower? Like, I need to get to sleep." Oh no! You going to get some, or you gonna suffer without it? Yeah, the poetry was sweet. I want some bacon too, for like, you going to get us some or what? Mm, I do want some coffee though. Well, mama, you what? Over here on the floor, people. You hit your foot. Yo, the cops have been on the go out here this whole weekend. It's like it gets warm and people just don't know how to act. I was sitting outside with the kids yesterday in front of the building waiting for the ice cream truck, and like 10 cop cars flying by, and they flying by like they top speed. Like they don't even care. Like accidents can happen. They don't even care. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? You missed poetry night last night. It was good. We had a good time. I laughed so hard last night. Like I ain't laughed like that in a minute. I have not laughed like that in a while.
What is wrong with this bitch Patterson?
Can you give me coffee? Who's Patterson?
It's a fucking blonde chick. The basically the braids. The the scientist one.
Oh, the one that's figuring out the tattoos?
Yeah.
What part are you up to?
She's David died and she went to dinner and now she's climbing up this fire escape and she's about to die.
You know what, baby? You're past me.
Wow, you
You're past me.
serious?
I got up to the part where he died.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry. Did you get? Did she meet with the IAB yet?
yeah, yeah.
The guy that
I'm past
wanted to
that. Yeah,
fire her?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're way past
yeah,
me.
yeah.
You're way past
I'm
me.
sorry.
No,
Just
no, it's okay. I
like
just stopped watching it because I started watching something else.
that shit got me aggravated just now. Like she's about to die. Like literally
I'm gonna
5 minutes
now.
in.
Now I gotta go back to it.
Yeah, like she's wilding right now.
So Wanda,
I heard
so Wanda,
what?
foot soldier don't want to give me no bacon.
No bacon? What?
Said no
She
bacon.
not sharing the bacon?
I told her, come on, you got. She got. I ran out of bacon. I said, well, go get us some bacon. She was like, no, I'll get some tomorrow. But what are we supposed to do about the bacon today?
Facts.
We
I'm about
want
to go
some
buy a
bacon.
pound of bacon.
You see, foot soldiers don't want to say you gotta go get some bacon.
Some
I
bacon.
want some bacon. I could just have like an
You gotta stop
abundance
eating
of
bacon.
bacon. You really do.
That's our downfall. That's our downfall. That's the bacon.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm watching my daughter. Oh, I'll take that. I like sausages too. I like sausages. Listen, when I was younger and I used to be in on a swim team, you have to eat to keep your metabolism going. That was back then when I was young and my metabolism worked. Like right now my metabolism is broke and I gotta fix it. But I used to eat bacon, sausage, and cheese. I used to eat that on a bagel. Mm, I was having I was having but yeah, I like my daughter loves sausages. So does my son, actually. My youngest son and my youngest daughter, they're like weird. They don't get along, but they are so similar. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like my daughter, my oldest daughter and my oldest son, Boo and Cheyenne, they love mashed potatoes. Like they could put mashed potatoes down. Like they love mashed potatoes, boiled potatoes, baked potatoes, right? And my youngest son and my youngest daughter can't stand potatoes. They only like French fries sometimes. They don't like soup. They don't like. They got so much in common, and yet they are so different. Oh wow, that's how I feel when I go without bacon. But I gotta stop baking. I just man, and I tried turkey bacon. I don't like it. It tastes so flat and just dried up. Like I don't like turkey bacon. Not at all. So do I. I thought I was the only one that felt that way, Melissa. I thought I was the only one. And the potatoes and the bread is like my biggest downfall. That's why I'm so fat. Cause I love bread. I love bread and I love potatoes. I can eat boiled potatoes, fried potatoes. Uh, yeah, I love potatoes, but and bread. Oh my God, I love all bread. I love all types of bread. Like it's fabulous. Just bread is just fabulous. I told y'all. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. And whoever got that idea should just put that back. I tell you, I, me wanting bacon and peanut butter and jelly one day, I created a masterpiece. I created the peanut butter and jelly and bacon sandwich. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, now it's a beautiful day. Good morning, sunshine. How are you, Sandra? How are you? Nah, yeah. Honestly, I never tried beef bacon. I have ate beef sausages, and I like the beef sausages. I do. What's the matter, baby? What's wrong, Sandra? That's it. Sandwiches. Yes, I agree. You're right. You're right. There's some things that you just can't touch, and you can't make bacon. You can't make uh what is it, fat free bacon. Like you can't just don't don't bacon has to be. And then I like my bacon crispy. I don't like soggy bacon. That is part of. We gotta go through the box today, which is why I'm kind of glad that you're home. Cause Emery's through the boxes. We gotta go through the boxes because there's toys in the bottom of one. You're not gonna go through it now. We're gonna go through it in a little while. Yeah. Papa, who else? Yeah, turkey bacon is a setup. Turkey bacon is a setup. Like that was just when they say when you're trying to lose weight, you're not supposed to feel like you're picking at stuff. Well, whoever created turkey bacon was to rub that in our face. Mm. So what you guys got going on for the day? You gotta have a steady hand. One movie. What did I miss?
Leave him alone. Get up and you're gonna start whipping his ass.
Hmm.
Bumble. He's like, Papa, look what I got,
Oh,
Papa,
Ian?
Papa, yeah. So my son beating the shit out of your son. You want, oh, tell your son to stop hitting my kid. No.
A job interview, Melissa? Alrighty, mommy, thank you. Okay, I missed the whole, I don't know what movie. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Bully, stop, you're killing the battery. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to touch the sides. Today well, the jury's deliberating today in that man's case, the one that killed his kids. God, I hope they ease up off our kids. I hope they ease up off our kids. No, you'll have it. You'll have it, honey.
You can't tell me I'm not gonna be a problem or something.
I have to watch Malika's live yesterday. See, she went live 2 times. I was in there for one. I didn't know she went in. I didn't know she went live a second time. Have y'all ever woke up and the day just like it just be too calm? Like it's kind of like the calm, the quiet before the storm. You know, the crazy thing is that I think it's the elders that are woke. I think it's the younger generation, man. This younger generation, like they just don't. Before when I was younger, we used to like the kids in my generation, right? Um, even though we was about playing and stuff, like we want to play, we want to go to the pool, we want to go to the beach, we want to hang out with our friends, we want to be in the park or whatever. When the elderly people used to get around and talk, we would just sometimes sit there and listen because they'll be talking to us for us, right? And we would just sit there and listen and have conversation with our elderly, whether it's aunts, uncles, neighbors, or whatever, right? Nowadays, like the kids don't even want to hear it. The kids don't even want to hear it. Like I could tell because when I talk to like my niece and my nephew, like they look at me kind of with a blind stare, you know. And I think like that's the connection that's been lost. Like the care, the and now like even and not even elderly like even people in our generation like my age range are doing like some dumb stuff. Like it's just no. What was he arrested for? Like dumb stuff. Like what? What a moron! What a moron! Good morning, my love to Fatat. How you doing, baby? You missed poetry night yesterday. Yes, they do, Melissa. They do. Unfortunately, it does despite what people think, it does take a village to raise a child. No, baby, you don't gotta apologize. I just wish you would have been here. But you can watch the replay. It was a good night. We had a good time. Um, Ian, go, Ian, go. Ian, I just want you to go. Um, it is. It's divided in many ways, Melissa. You know, I welcome. Like, hold on a second. All right, y'all gotta go over there. Go over there. Go over there. I'm not playing. You and Ian, go. Um, sorry, these kids. I'm losing focus. No, Titi's playing with it right now. Go over there. Um, when my kids were growing up, when they were younger, and they used to go to the park. Like, I let all the adults in the park know. Like, if you see my kid doing something, you stop him. Call me. You know what I mean? Like, just don't turn your eye, because that's what these kids need. That's why they're so misguided right now. You know, the system has made it so the fathers aren't in the home. Women's rights has been taken to a whole nother level. The whole women's rights movement gave women rights but made women forget their place. Now a lot of people not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I am a firm believer that a woman's place is in the home. A man's place is out, you know, doing his thing and making the money, and the woman's place is at home taking care of the foundation. And once women's rights came into play, that's when marriages started ending, and homes became divided even more. Homes became divided even more, you know, and women forgot their place. And when the woman forgot their place, the man sought other places. I'm not saying it's right that he did that, but it's a man's place for him to go out there and work and make the money to keep the foundation that the woman builds. Yes, yes, we do, and that becomes the problem because the women are so into working, they want family life too. They create family life, but they're not the ones raising their children. They're not. Kids need the strength of their mother. They need the nutriment of their mother. They need the direction of their mother. And some women, because of this women's rights, had to go out there and work. So the street raised their kids. The street raising their kids are the same women that are giving birth to these kids that are running amok now. The mother's got to go to work, so the daughter stay with the baby. Gives the daughter the idea that, oh, taking care of baby is cool. Because the woman is working, she doesn't implement the value of a woman's body, right? Where before your body was a temple and not everybody could pray there. You know, that's the same way I raised my daughter. You know, I told my daughter, like, you could be with anybody, but there's certain things in your life that once you give away, you can't get back. So you want to make sure that when you're ready to do it, it's with the right person. And the right person will wait for you to be ready. But it's women's right did this. And women forgot their place. And now it's this whole I'm not cooking and cleaning and taking care of no house for no man. He could do that on his own, but if he's out there working, what is your job? What is your job? What is your job? If the man is out there working and then gotta come home and cook and clean and raise children, then what is your job? Then you have no value as a woman. No, your job is at home. When you married, when you take them vows are forever, them vows are golden, and they're to be abided by. And these are what these women are not understanding. They lost they lost value in themselves, or they never had value in themselves because their mother was too busy out working, because they made a man feel like they didn't need him. So the man is no longer at home. So the man is now taking care of taking care of another woman. Because the truth be told, a man doesn't have a place unless he has a woman. Thank you, Tat. I love you, baby. I love you all. We were created from man, for man. So when a man went out and worked 8, 10, 12, 14 hours in fields, in snow, in slush, in muck, in factories, in this and that, they would come home and we would have what they need ready. And them coming home after work would give us what we need. Women forgot their place. Women forgot their place. The broken homes are because women forgot their place. And instead of praising the man, their husband, they put him down. They made him seem smaller than what he is. They didn't appreciate him. They didn't appreciate him. Women's rights is what made us what we are today. We are so confused in the roles that we were given. We cannot teach our kids what their role is. It's I raised my daughter, and I tell my daughter, your body belongs to you. And when you eventually walk down that aisle, you don't want to walk down that aisle. What you give to your husband is yourself, right? There it goes. What your gift to your husband is you. We don't recycle gifts, right? I told her, but you're going to get older and you're going to make your own decisions. Just make sure that the decision you make is one that you can bear, because there are some decisions you can't take back. Exactly, God. Because God created man and women for men. I always say this to my daughter-in-law. When a man has to eat, he will find a plate. And believe me when I tell you, there's going to be a woman that's going to want to feed your man. If your man is working, my son, he believes in my belief. My daughter-in-law goes to work just, for that's her little break. But at the end of the day, she don't have to work. But before she steps out that door, my son's clothes are clean. The kids are ready for bed. My son's dinner is made. They talk. She gets everything ready so when he gets home he can relax. I'm sorry, Tiffany. What you mean? You won't do you won't do another woman will. Exactly, yes. Sorry, I read that wrong. Good morning, sis, my love. Good morning, Tanya. Yes. What you won't do another woman will. And the thing is that she's gonna get the gold because you forgot your spot. Because women forgot their spot. You got these little girls out here, 12, 13 years old, hanging out in the streets till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. A man don't do their D money don't a man don't do their part because of women's rights. The roles have been reversed. The men nowadays, the boys nowadays growing to men don't know what their part is. They don't know what their part is. And this all goes back to the system. Exactly. Exactly. You know how many arguments I witnessed between between men and women, where women are antagonizing these men. Good morning, Bam. Where women are antagonizing these men. The society has made it that women can do anything, so women no longer appreciate the men. They don't appreciate the men. So the man is not going to stay where he's not appreciated. And if you're more worried about the thing is that the women are out there working for frivolous things as well. They're not even working to maintain a household. They're working so they can get their hair did, their nails did, their go buy all these designer stuff. A lot of women that are working have been around about in through the shelter system because they're not prioritizing their life. Women get mad because if a woman has a kid by a dude and she treats this dude like shit, this dude actually leaves, and then the next chick he's settled down with, he's doing good. I went through that with my son, my oldest son, his girlfriend, his first baby's mom's. My son did whatever he could to take care of that. She wasn't happy. She stepped out on my son. She cheated on my son. So they broke up. My son did whatever he did, and then he came to my daughter-in-law, right? And my daughter-in-law knew what my son was, and she was like, hold on. And she got my son straightened out, and he straightened her out, and they straightened each other out. And now you know what? It was a minor setback for a major comeback because now my son is at the top of the world with a woman right by his side, a good woman, a woman who understands. And my daughter-in-law is 24 years old. I have a 24-year-old daughter who's still a virgin, and I have a 24-year-old daughter-in-law who knows and plays her position. And it was a minor setback for a major comeback. You understand? So, what women should do with their daughters is put more value in your daughter. Let your daughter know that she is invaluable, that you can't put a price on her because there is no amount that she's worth. Show your daughter to be appreciated. Show your daughter how to appreciate. Tell your daughter that every man that says I love you doesn't mean it. And tell your son that every woman that opens her legs doesn't love him. Start putting value in these little people that are being created. So when they grow up, they want to be better than what you were. They want to be better than what your parents were. They want to understand their worth. Give them back their worth. Give them back their worth. Women, fall back in line. Play your position. Men, step up and play yours. In a kingdom should be one king and one queen. That's I don't even know where this I don't I don't even know how this subject started. You see, Melissa, you be doing stuff. You be coming in here and I'll be talking some stuff and I'm like, where did that even come from? See, everybody sub up to Melissa. Everybody sub up to everybody. But make sure you sub to Melissa. Make sure you sub to God's creator. When you get when the nonsense is running amok and you want some sense, she does Bible study. She does Bible study. When you don't see me in other channels, if Melissa's on, that's where I go. Thank you. We just you know it's out of control, man. The stuff that's going on with our babies, like it is my chat room. It is my chat room. Women, if you got a man that's working and is telling you, don't worry about it, I got you. You take care of the fort. I'll go build the fortress. Take care of the fort, man. Take care of the fort, you know? Take care of these babies, man. Stop letting your daughters babysit. Stop letting your daughters take care. Stop buying your daughters and fucking Barbie dolls that are pregnant. And oh, sorry for the cursing, Melissa. I'm a work in progress. I'm getting there. Stop buying these dolls with these baby so alive dolls where you gotta go out there and buy them Pampers and buy them bottles. Like it's not cool. I see little girls walking around with real. Oh, guys, y'all gotta talk amongst each other. This is my uncle, and I have to take this call. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, y'all. Yes, yes, pregnant Barbie dolls. Pregnant Barbie dolls. You know, Tiffatat, that's true, and I'm not saying that women who want to get up and work shouldn't. I'm not saying that, not at all. You know, because I'm gonna tell you, I was the same way. Like my kid's father, he worked, so I didn't have to work. I didn't have to work. I mean, he worked for the buildings out here in New York. He had union. He was good. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yo, go over there. No, I want. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. This little boy gonna tell me I want to play. I don't care what you say. You got me twisted. Yeah. So you know, and it's not for everybody because you know what, Tivitat, I love the way you present yourself. I love the way you present yourself. And I can only imagine how your life is in order. I'm just saying there are some um people are like I worked and I went to school, but my house was first. I'm not saying that because you're working it's wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that nowadays, and I'm not talking about our generation, I'm talking about this generation coming up. The value of a life has been diminished. I love you, son. I love you, Sandra. I'm gonna text you, okay? Um, the value of life, and it's every life. It's everybody's life, right? It's the life of the value of a woman, and the value of a man. Women are raising their kids for them to have more respect for the sneakers and the clothing they got on than the person than a person. You know what I mean? So I don't ever knock a woman who has to work. I never do. I worked. I worked because I wanted to. And then when I was 41, I came out. When I was 41, I got pregnant again, and I didn't know because I was, because I was 41, I was still menstruating, and so I gave birth to the baby. It was a bad birth. I was 2 weeks overdue. Um, she didn't want to come out. Um, I had preeclampsia. When I was in the hospital, given ready to give birth to her, they had all the monitors on me, and her heart rate dropped. It went from 135 down to 32. So I had an emergency C-section. After the emergency C-section, the doctors told me I needed to take 3 months off, and I said that's gonna be, okay, I can do that. At this point, me and their father just we weren't in a good spot, and I got home on a Friday, and I remember Sunday me telling him I needed some money for sanitary napkins, and I told him I forgot exactly how I worded it, but it went to the effect I need $5 so I can get sanitary napkins, and he turned around and looked at me and said, "How does it feel to need?" So I looked at him and I said, "Doesn't feel good at all, but I won't need for long." So I went and I called my boss and I told my boss, you know, "Can you put me on the schedule for this week?" And he was like, "Denise, you just had the baby." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I can work. I just can't do no heavy lifting and I can't go up and down stairs because I had a C-section." And he put me on the schedule for the next week. And then I called my brother and I told my brother that I started working. I needed a Metro card. I needed work. Um, if he could give me some money for lunch and that. And so my brother came over. He gave me $100. He gave me a Metro card, and he bought my sanitary napkins. The point of that story is I don't like needing for nothing. And at that moment, because me and him weren't doing so good, he showed me that because me and him aren't doing so good, he's not gonna hold me down, right? So I showed him I don't need you to hold me down. You were never here because I needed you. You were here because I wanted you. I played the position you put me in, right? That's the way it goes. Man goes out to work, woman stays home. Man pays women. People don't like to see it like that, but it is what it is. Because when the man comes in, he gives a paycheck to the wife. She pays the bills. She does what she got to do. She gets what she needs. She gives him his allowance. That's the way it goes.
His allowance.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
the
the way
way it
that
goes.
sounds.
So, but because of that one comment, whether he was joking or not, I don't know. But at that moment, me and him weren't on good terms. So I get it. I get it because I had to go out there and work, and I worked. I worked. At points, I didn't need to, but I did. And at points, I had to. Even with me working, though, my house came first. And the value, my kids still know their worth. So, sometimes it's not to say that you know we got to do better for our kids, for these kids that are having kids, that are killing these kids. There are in New York City. We have in New York City. we have so many options to these girls who are giving birth to these babies. You could take them into a precinct, no questions asked. Take them into the hospital, no questions asked. Take them to the church, no questions asked. To the fire house, no questions asked. And these girls are still having these babies, throwing them in fucking incinerators, in in garbage cans. They're leaving them in parks. This is more of an epidemic than heroin. Stop buying them dolls for these little girls. Stop buying them baby so real dolls where you gotta change the baby's pamper, where you gotta feed a baby, where the baby stroller, a doll stroller costs just the same amount as a regular stroller. Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that shit? Have you seen them strollers, right? They have little Graco strollers for little girls and their dolls, and parents are actually buying them because it's cute. You gotta be kidding me. It is crazy. But I never need anybody. I'll never need anybody. When I was 14 years old, my mother threw me out. When I was 14 years old, my mother threw me out. Um, my neighbors took us in. My parents were into partying and this and that, so whatever. It was their era, and because I couldn't abide by their rules, I had to leave their home. At the age of 15, I was homeless. I've slept in a park. I've slept on park benches. I've slept in abandoned buildings. I slept on rooftops. I've ate food out of people's mouths. That people walking by and give me plates of food. I've ate food from garbage cans. I've been at my worst, and I made myself come out of that. I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. I went from having nothing to having everything. I went from not doing anything in my life to getting my college degree. When I became a mother, I left all that shit behind. All that hanging out and clubbing and this and that. I took off my high heels and put on my running shoes. Cause your life is set in chapters, and you have to live each chapter accordingly. And I was free. I was a free agent when I wasn't a mother. I was a free agent. I could do what I want. I could go where I want, come home when I want. If I wanted to come home, whatever. But when I became pregnant, that chapter in my life changed. I had to go to my next chapter, and my next chapter was becoming a mother and becoming somebody's wife. It was all right. I became the mother. I was fine for being the mother for 21 years. I was just the mother. It's all right because I love that job. I, I I was never the girl that sat down and thought about getting married in a church and all of that. While I was in that relationship, I forgot my worth, right? I forgot my worth, which is usually what happens. You get so caught up and you get caught up in your household and you get caught up with your kids and you getting your kids through life and you're making sure you get the man up and you go ahead and you send the man off to work and this and that and make sure the man has what he wants and you forget your value, right? And as long as you're living in that circle, you will continue to forget your value, especially when you don't have somebody showing you your worth. But because you have such an upbringing, you want to bring your kids up in a home with a two parent foundation. Just anyway, so I tell everybody, if you don't have no kids, doesn't mean that you shouldn't care about somebody else's. Just because you don't have no kids, if you see my kid playing with a gun, I hope you go up to my kid and take that gun away. You know, I'd want you to do that. See somebody's kid doing something wrong, it's not cute. Don't laugh. Little kids come up to me all the time, teenagers, 13, 14 years old. Can I buy a cigarette from you? How old are you? 13, 14. You can't buy shit. I ain't giving you no cigarettes. I'm not going to buy no alcohol for you. See how you gotta do better by our babies. Well, my loves, it is now 12 o'clock, and as you can hear, the noise in my background, my children, my children are beginning to. So I gotta do some stuff here. Um, I'm gonna try to go live this afternoon. Now that my daughter's here, I don't think I don't see why I shouldn't be able to. But y'all have a good day, okay? And you make sure you smile, and you make somebody else smile. You never know what people are going through. And if you see a kid that's doing something and they shouldn't be doing it, step in line. Tell their mother. If their mother's not around, tell them, you shouldn't be doing that, honey. Change starts with us. You gotta start somewhere. I appreciate all of y'all for coming, listening to me ramble. You ain't lying about that, for soldier. If I even knew where a bar was, boy, I was getting the brakes beat on me. All y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day. It's beautiful outside. D Money, thank you for being here. For soldier, oh, you my right hand. Tit for tat, I love you, baby. I love tit for tat. Melissa, thank you. I don't know if you're here or not, but thank you so much for being here. Tanya, my sister, I love you, baby. We gotta get up. We gotta get up. Bam, thank you for being here, love. Y'all all have a blessed day. Enjoy. Stay away from these streets. Bye, babies.